Okay guys, so I hope you could hear the video. I've never really shot a video like a tutorial. It's raining here in New York today, so I hope you guys could hear me. So I just wanted to come on here and quickly shoot a video to show you how I converted these original images into this one. Let me see, let me just drag it in here, because as you guys notice, the hairstyles are different, and I converted this little boy here into a little girl by adding some sleeves and adding a little bit of hair. So what I did was that I went on Design Space. Let me just close this, right? Let me just drag this Design Space. I clicked on images and I searched for hairstyles. I don't remember if it was hair or hairstyles. Let's start off with hair. Yes, it was hair actually. So they give us all these different little hairstyles here. So I tried to find one closest to what my niece's hairs look like. So my niece always has these two little buns, and her little sister, who's just 6 months old, she has a little colita on her hair. So you see, here are the little buns. So I selected this one, and let's see if I could find the other ones for the baby. Oh, here it is. So there was two little colitas, and I'll show you guys what I did. All right, so here's this one, and let's zoom out to find the other. Where's the other one? Shows that it's around here. Okay, here it is. So I took this original image of the girl, right? Because I converted them into SVGs and I uploaded them separately. You see how the boys are here. So what I did was that I zoomed it in. Let's bring this down. I zoomed this in and I sliced her head off. Let's slice her head off. And I gave her a new head just because, why not? Let's move this. No se quiere mover. Okay, so let's bring this up so we could cover everything here. I slice it. Erase this all together. Ay, se borró el cabello. I don't want the hair to erase. Okay, so I went back to shapes. Let me just move this so you could see. Shapes. I insert a oval, and we're also going to insert a half circle. That's what I use to make her ears. So we're gonna rotate the oval so that it could fit her here. I also included a little square for her neck. It's a lot of copying and pasting. Well, not copying and pasting, a lot of welding and slicing. The good thing is that it's not going to show since it's just a silhouette. So that's her little head and her neck. So I'll go ahead and I'll weld it. Weld. It does take a little time, guys, so we have to be patient. So the little ears, I'm going to duplicate it, and the other side I'll go ahead and I'll flip it. Let's move this so it could be right in front. So what I did was that I aligned these two vertically so that it could be straight, and then I just brought the head up here to see where I wanted her ears to go. That looks fine. Again, select all and weld. There you go. So she has her two little ears. The ears do not look perfect. They do not look even. So let me just undo that really quickly and try that again, because that just looked a little odd. let's align these. And they are aligned. Maybe I'll make her ears smaller. I think that'll work. Yeah, I think I'll make her ears smaller. So I'm gonna hold down to the shift button so that I can move this here without it losing its place. And vamos a ver. I'll bring this in a little more. Now let's try it. Let's weld it. That's gonna be fine. I'm not stressing that out too much. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna bring the hair down. Let's arrange it and move it to the front. So from here, it looks like this is the front of her face, but actually we're working with the back. I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust this. I think that's perfect. I adjusted it to her head, and again, weld it, you see? So now we have, oh, what was I welding down here? Oops. Let me go and contour this stuff out. I don't know what this was. Okay. So here she is. That's how I gave her little buns. As for the baby, I converted her into a little girl. Let's move this to the side. So you see, I'm going to convert this little baby boy into a baby girl. I love to zoom things in. The swing, like the little seat, is very big. So I'm just gonna slice that off because I don't need that right now. Slice that off. I hope I'm not just rambling and you guys understand what I'm saying, and if I don't, feel free to ask questions. It's the first time I'm doing this, like shooting a video. All right, so instead of giving her 2 colitas, she doesn't have enough hair right now to have 2 little colitas. So what I did was that I zoomed out. I went ahead and I selected a square. And let me zoom it in so you guys could see. I decided to make one little slit right over here. Let me bring this down. Because all I want is this ponytail. So I am just going to cut a line right here so that I could later contour everything out. So I'm going to select those 2. I'm going to slice it. See, all I want is this little piece here. So let me just delete all this excess stuff. I'm going to select the 2 colitas. I will then go to contour, which is right under here, contour. And select contour, and I'm going to get rid of all the pieces that I don't want. The only thing I want to be left with is the ponytail. You see? So I was left with a little ponytail. That looks like a little pineapple top. I'm gonna zoom out. Not zoom out, I'm sorry. I'm gonna decrease the size. Another thing that I didn't like was the shape of the little boy's head. It's perfect for a little boy, but for a little girl, I wanted to give her like a smoother top. You don't really have to, and for the purpose of this video, it's already going on 10 minutes. I'm not going to do it, but what I would have done, or what I did before, was that I insert an oval shape, and I pretty much just aligned it. I guess I'm gonna do it anyways. Since I'm demonstrating it, right? If you guys want to do it, great. If not, you don't have to. So I brought this oval shape a little bit to the top just to smooth it out a bit. Adjust it. He looks like Hey Arnold. Okay, you see? So now the baby has a smooth little head. Oops. All these extra pieces drive me nuts. Let me just get them out of the way. Okay. There you go. It doesn't have to be perfect because remember, it's just a silhouette. Here we go. So I'm going to select all. I'm going to weld that together. The baby looks like she has a big head. So I'm just gonna add the little colita here on the side. If you guys want, you could do it right up top, you know, wherever you guys want. And I'm gonna make this just a little smaller, and I'm gonna put it right up here. There you go. So I'm gonna take that again and weld it. So the baby looks like she's wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and of course the little boy probably was. I wanted to give her a dress, so again we're gonna go to Shapes. Shapes was like my best friend during this entire process. Let's go back here so I could show you Shapes. I insert a triangle, and I also inserted 2 more ovals. Or you know what, maybe half circles. Let's do the half circles. No, ignore the half circles. I'm gonna go with the oval. Okay, so the oval, we're gonna duplicate it because she has 2 sleeves. Duplicate, and I am going to go ahead and change the colors just so that they are visible to me. Any color is okay. So the triangle, I'm gonna use it to give her the little shape of a dress. And we're just going to align it with the bottom of the seat of the swing right here. So I'm going to add it there. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because it is a silhouette. Nobody's going to see all these little things. So I'm going to use these ovals to give her dress like a little puffy sleeve. And see? So I'll duplicate that. I duplicated it before, but since I resized it, I might as well just use the same one. All right, so it looks like she has 2 little puffs on her sleeve. So what I do is that I select all and weld. You see? Oh my goodness, she's a little girl now. Let me get another triangle because I don't like how that came out. Let me get a little triangle, pink. Again, the color doesn't matter because it's all going to be welded in together. I just want it to look like a little, you know, the shape of a dress. So I just made a larger triangle. Let's see if that worked. It did. Okay, so there she is. And I should upload this on YouTube so that I could help other folks. So then what I do is that at this point, right, so my niece is, one of them is 6 and the other one is 6 months. So of course there's going to be a difference in size. So we're gonna leave my niece, my older one, this big, or her silhouette. And for the baby, I'm just gonna decrease it a little bit. And then I will just align the bottom of the swing, bring them closer so they could look like they're holding hands. And then we select all and weld. There you go. So in order to get the swing, what I did was that I inserted a shape. Let me go grab the shape again. Oops, shapes. And I am going to select a square. We're going to take that square, we're going to unlock it right over here, and we're just going to make one long bar, right? So we're going to make a long bar around the same shape as this one right here. So these are going to be on the side. Well, let me select all and zoom out, or I'm sorry, decrease the size so you guys could see it. Here you go. So then I'll duplicate that 3 times because we need 2 sides of the swings. And then we also need to elongate this little bar here. So what I do is that I would rotate one of them. I'll rotate it and then straighten it out a bit, play around with it a bit. And if it's not the same size as this one here, what I like in my situation here, let me change the color. So let's change it to red. We could see that there's a little discrepancy with the size, and that's 100% okay, because what I'm going to do is take my little bar here, make sure that it's unlocked, and what I'll do is that I'll just extend it, you see, and hide that other one. And of course, select all and weld. I'm telling you, weld and slice and shapes were like my best friends in this project. We're gonna take the two other bars that we had on the side, and you guys decide how big you want your swing to be. You see this one is a little large because there's even room here for 2 more kids if you want. I would prefer for it to be smaller, the gap to be smaller, so I'm gonna bring these in, and we're gonna bring these in here. There you go. Bring those in, and if you need these to be longer, you can do that too. Just remember to unlock, and then you'll elongate it, right? And whatever you do to one side, you gotta do to the other, but I don't want to elongate it. I'm just showing you guys. We're gonna keep it like this, select all, and weld, right? So there you go, there you have that. So we have to get rid of the side pieces here. So we're just gonna even that out and select all, slice. There you go, we got rid of that one. We do the same on this side, and we select all, slice, move this to the side so we could delete all these excess pieces. And there you have it, girls and guys. I hope this video helped you guys. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, and thanks for your patience. Almost 20 minutes.